give me a reason. Tell me just how you're feeling. I could see you're tripping off the way I'm living in trust, looking for love.
Hey guys, welcome to Girl Talk,
episode 2. Today we're going to be talking about sex. Yes, hardcore sex. If you guys want to see more of these videos, make sure you guys smash that like button, and also don't forget to comment down below what you guys want us to talk about next. This is Girl Talk, so you know we're going to be TMI, everything, getting to every greeny ditto, anything y'all want to talk about. This is a safe space, so y'all are comfortable with us, you know. Reach out, make sure. And if you guys don't know, this is my girl Rachel. I'm also going to put her Instagram and TikTok down below as well again. If you guys didn't see our last episode, make sure you guys stay tuned in.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about, someone asked, when do you think is the best time to lose your virginity?
I don't want to be a hypocrite because I lost my virginity at a very young age. But I feel like whenever you think the time is right, I feel like you start getting curious, like around 15, 16, maybe younger. You know, that's when you start getting a little horny. You start experimenting. You're going to want to do it, you know. Whenever you feel like the time is right, it's nice to wait until you're a little more older. You're a little mature, maybe like 17, 18. Like, you're a little more conscious of what you're doing and you won't regret it. I feel like around that age, senior in high school, like, honestly, like, that's what I would say is a better time to lose it, because like you're a little more mature, you know what you're kind of doing, per se. I would say that.
Nah, yeah, I believe it. Like, I'm pro on what you're saying. Like, I lost my virginity young too, but like if I waited, it would have been different, you can say. But like, yeah, I feel like with a lot of, it depends too, because with females and then guys, like their hormones and everything, and it's like sometimes whenever I said like they want to get it in, you know, and like it also depends like if you're in a relationship with someone and everything. So it literally depends on you. Like if you feel like you know what having sex means, if you know exactly like, okay, I know the consequences of what could happen during this. I know who I'm doing it with and everything like that. So like the best time to lose your virginity, I obviously don't recommend you doing it very young, but who am I to say, you know? So it's like, but yes, if you're close to graduating high school, almost an adult kind of, then like I say like maybe like 16, 17, that's like the average.
Yeah, I feel
usually.
Like, yeah. But whenever they think is right. I just feel like for me, it's more so like, I feel like if I would have waited a little longer, I would have been more like aware of what I was doing, because I feel like when I lost it, I was just so confused. I didn't know what my body was reacting. I didn't know, like, I was in tune with who I was and how to like pleasure myself. But when that happened, I was just like,
yeah,
like I was just like, I don't really know what just happened. And then after it was done, I just felt like so vulnerable.
Right.
Like, it's normal to feel like that after, but if I would have waited a little longer, maybe I would have learned that. Yeah. And then would have been like, okay, that's normal to feel this, or it's normal to feel whatever you're feeling.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah. Definitely be more educated, like, before you do it, because you don't want to just do it just because. It's sometimes like, and for everybody, it's different. Some people are more, connection. Like when you have sex with someone, it's like a connection, you and that other person. So you don't want to just give it up to anybody either. So.
Yeah.
So that's what I think about when would be the right time, you could say.
Yeah.
Next question. We're doing like question and like topics as well. So not everything is a question on here today. Do you think it's okay to talk about your sex life with your close friends?
I feel like when it comes into like like talking about certain stuff, like I don't know how to say it, like not the person per se, but like saying what you're doing and how you feel with of whoever the fuck with your friends. I feel like that's okay, because maybe they could relate to you and be like, oh yeah, I feel this and this way too, or whatever the case may be. But as far as like who it might be, I don't know. Do you have your? Oh, okay. As far as who it might be, maybe not. Because, you know, females are weird. And they'll be like, like, especially when I was younger, I feel like I would talk about certain stuff and my friends would be like, oh yeah, and this and that. Like, trying to figure out, like, bitch, I'll punch you. Like, why are you trying to figure out so much more than what you need to know? But I feel like, yeah, it's okay to talk about it. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, yeah, definitely. Like, I feel like it's okay to talk about it with your close friends because at the end of the day, you guys are close. But don't get into every
little
detail with that person
details.
because at the end of the day, you don't know what that person's intentions are. So, like, say if, for an example, like, you're, like, really getting into detail, then after, what if that person is trying to find out? People be weird out here. They be want to find out themselves. You know? So, it's like, don't be getting into all that. Like, if you're comfortable enough to express yourself to your friend, you know, you guys have that trust and bond, but don't ever be that comfortable because it's, at the end of the day, your friend wasn't there while y'all was having sex, you know? So and it's like,
another thing, don't ever be the type, because, you know, it's okay to have videos and all that good stuff, but I remember me being in high school and everybody like certain friend groups be like, oh look, I did this, and I used to just be like, why would I ever want to show someone else me having sex with somebody?
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, why would I want that to be out there?
Yeah, and I feel like you saying that, like, if a female or a guy shows you their sex video, there's a slight chance or like 90% chance they want to have sex with you.
Yeah,
really, because they want to show you what they look like.
What they got, yeah.
Some people, they really do be doing it. Or like, there be some people sometimes that they'll just randomly talk about their sex life. Like, you're not even talking about it or nothing, and out of nowhere they just talk about it and everything and just say like, oh, they're good and this, they're doing that, whatever it is. And in all reality, it's because they want to do it with you, and they're just trying to find a way like to make you curious so you can want it. You know what I'm saying? Because
I feel you.
Be out here like that, like
especially when you have like guy friends and stuff like that. That's why I don't have.
Let's get it. Speaking of that, guy friends. What do you think about having a guy friend while being in a relationship, or your man having a girl best friend? With that,
no, my man cannot have no naked girl best friend. I don't care what he talking about. I don't care. Like, that's not gonna happen. But as far as like guys, I don't really care. He has a bunch of guy friends.
Oh yeah,
really, you know, I think he has one gay best friend too, and I don't really care for it. You know, good for him. But me, I don't have guy friends like that. I do. I have two guy friends, and they're both gay. And then that's really it. No, I don't have girl. I have you, and I think that's honestly, and like maybe 2, 3, 4 other friends, so they won't feel butthurt. But I don't. My circle is very small and limited, so I don't really. But again, I wouldn't let him have girlfriends, whether they were before me or after me. Like,
oh yeah.
I don't
do none of that stuff. Luckily, I never had that issue with my man. Like, I never really had that. Like, oh, he had a girl best friend. None of that. I had like friends, like 2 guy friends that I used to hang out with a lot before. It was like more like in a group thing, but you know, obviously my man didn't like it. You know, I respected it, so I had to cut them off, unfortunately. You know, and it's just out of respect of my man, I'm not gonna do that. Like, if my man is not liking it and stuff, I'm not going to force it. Some people don't care. You know what I'm saying? Everyone got their. What's it called? What's that saying? To suit your own or something like that? Suit your own? What's that?
To each their own?
Yeah. That.
To each their own.
Yeah, that. So, that's on y'all. But me personally, I don't do the girl best friend, guy best friend thing. You know, like, my man is my best friend. I don't need a guy best friend. You know, and unless he's gay. But he gotta be gay. Like, a girl. Like, oh, he's you know, he's one of the girls type shit for that to like be it, you know. But even then, sometimes like, no,
you know,
we don't do guy girl best friends. Would you rather rough sex or loving more,
like passionate or rough?
Yeah, pretty much.
For me, I love both. I love me some rough sex and I love me some passionate sex. Like, I don't really have a preference. I would probably say I go more on the I don't know. More on the I don't know. like passionate side, but like still rough at this. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, just in like a balance. Like there's just like a balance.
Yeah,
to
like
it.
not fucking killing me, but like you get what I'm saying. Like I don't know.
Yeah, me too. Like I'm more of like both. You know, more of like both because sometimes we only have time to be doing a quickie. We don't got time to be all lovey-dovey and kissing in and out. Sometimes it just gets to the point. And just,
I feel that.
So, like, me, it's just both. I don't mind. I like both. You know, I don't mind rough or more passionate. It's just depending on the mood and the timing and when, where.
Yeah, because I feel like for rough, like, we would have to be completely alone wherever, like, in the house or at a hotel, like for me to be able to like express myself or whatever, and to hear all the sounds that I'm comfortable with. But if it's like in a setting where there's other people around, like outside of the room, which is usually mine and your case, so then I will like I'll put some music on and just be to ourselves, and I wouldn't obviously because who the fuck trying to hear something all the time. So no, but like a mix of between the two. It just depends where and what's actually going on.
No, yeah, definitely. Like, I feel like it just depends on you, us too. Like, everyone's different. Yeah. Some people don't like it. Some people like more kinky. And some people are just like, some people don't like hair pulling. Some people don't like neck grabbing. Some people, me and my man, we just.
I do it all. I don't really mind. I gotta be the right year.
The right person too. It also depends on the person as well, and how long you guys been together. It's also be like just y'all's connection as well too, because some people, if y'all are just messing around or whatever, and it just there is no like
for passion or like
it's just getting in and that's it. So so age, what do you think? Does it matter of the age? Do you think age really matters when it comes to sex, pretty much?
So I feel like I wouldn't. Okay, so I feel like there's an age limit, like per se, more than an age.
Right.
So I feel like in terms of limit, I would never ever mess with anybody younger than my age.
Yeah, be
like not even just 18. No, just younger than me. My man is the same age as me. So, and as terms is how old. I think there's men that at one point no the bottom and they just don't do. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's your preference. Like everyone's different. If you like older men, that's on you.
Yeah, but
if you like younger men, that's also on you. I feel like it just depends on your preference. Me personally, I can't do nothing younger. Like that's just not. And I feel like it's more of like a mentality thing, not only just because of the age. I feel like because of my mentality is like a certain way. I don't know. I feel like, which I'm not judging any guy or anything, but I feel like a guy younger than me, their mentality wouldn't be where I want them to be. If that makes sense. Like
it does.
And and during sex, I feel like definitely minors and like an older person like that shouldn't happen, but some people, like say if you're like 17 about to be 18 or whatever it is, like there's, I don't know, it'd be hard because like for example like in our country, right, there be girls 14 out here, which is not right, but
that's normal. It's a third world country. They don't really.
So it's like it just depends where you're at, I guess, where it's normal. Like everybody's different, every country's different. Like, but I just feel like if you're a minor, for example, say if your parents, because this parents not allowed, but they just, and it depends how old the person is. Like if it's only a couple years, all right.
Yeah, cool. Like when I was younger, I used to like guys older than me, guys, girls, whatever the hell it was. I always liked them older than me.
Yeah, me too.
That I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no, you should never, because it happens. It depends on what you like, because I was always mature. I know you was always mature. So it's like, why would I want to be in bed with or do anything with someone that's my age and their mentality and their mental is just like not where mine is.
Exactly.
Or let's say me in high school, I want to do certain stuff. Like I want head. Most of these people will be like, like what?
Yeah, like childish, just being mad childish.
Exactly. Like that's not. So that's why I used to just be like, no, I'm not even gonna fucking try, because at the end of the day, their head isn't where I am. Like that, they think that's gross, or they think, oh, guys don't do that or girls don't do that, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So that's why for me it was never like, oh.
Yeah, and I feel like also with the age thing, guys younger, they like to pillow talk a lot. Like for example, say if you were in school with the guy and y'all do it, who knows, that kid can go around the whole school talking about your business and everything like that. Like
they be kissing them
all
the time.
And I never wanted to deal with that. Like
me either. I never fucked anybody in high school. Yeah. My man now, like, and I never fucked him in high school. Fuck him now after we graduated a bunch of years later. But me in high school never ever even wanted to try, just because people talk too much, especially in high school. They're gonna shit. Everybody was the talk of the town every single day, just because I fulana y suelto. Oh look, no, I was never trying to be that, because at the end of the day, I respect myself too much to be like, oh yeah, look what I did with this person and shit.
Yeah, that definitely goes. That's why, like, I don't like doing none of that kiss and tell and stuff. I don't like none of that stuff. Like my stuff, I like it private. I like it, you know, just personal. Mature. Like it's personal. It's not something that should be spoken out to everyone in the world. Yeah, you know, and
that goes also back to like telling your friends and stuff like that. Because you sit here and you be like, oh, fulana, I did this, and that, and then they go around and tell all her friends, and now you, her, and everybody in the whole fucking block knows what's going on, because she said all your business. That's why it depends. That you gotta really select your friends correctly to know who you're telling your business to.
Facts. That's true. So we're gonna go into looks. Do you think looks is always the first thing you should look at before you have sex with someone? Or do you think it's also a personality thing? Like, what do you think in that situation? Do you think it's more just looks? Like, someone should have sex with someone just because they look good? Or you think, oh, they're a good person, I'm like, you know... Like, for example, I feel... Me, personally, I have to be somewhat attracted to you. You know what I'm saying? I can't just be like, oh, yeah, he's nice. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Because, like, having sex with someone isn't... It's like an attraction, like...
It has to be an attraction
somewhere. Like, it's like there has to be at least something where you're like...
Look, something.
Unless something, you know, like it's forced upon or something like that. Yeah. That's a whole different story. That's a whole different topic. But... personally, if you're not at least a little attractive or like enough to for me to want to have sex with you, then like that's where the looks come in. So like I feel like sex is more of for a looks thing, kind of. I don't know. No, it depends. It does depend though, because like say if you get to know someone and then after you're like, or now the attraction comes.
Yeah, that's true. For me, I feel like more so. I have to be attracted to that person in some type of way, form, or shape. Like, I have to like them somehow, because I couldn't just sit here and fuck somebody just because. You get what I'm saying? For me, it has to be more of like, not more so looks, but like, there has to be something there for me to be attracted to you, whether it's looks or personality or how you carry yourself. But looks, I mean... I feel like looks do kind of play a role in it, just because, you know. But then also, someone could be attractive to me and won't be attractive to you. Like, oh, that person doesn't look that good. You get what I'm saying? Right. So it all just depends.
Yeah, it does.
But like, yes, in a way, like half and half. Like, but personality looks like in the middle for me.
Yeah, I feel like, because look, you could be fine as hell, but if your personality is trash, you'll literally turn into a zero real quick. Like, literally. I don't care how fine you are or whatever it is. Like, if your personality is trash, that's just down the drain from there. Like, that's not like...
Or if they're like disrespectful and just a fucking mess. Like, I couldn't be able to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this with you just because of whatever the case may be. Like, if I don't feel anything, then I'm sorry. I wouldn't be able to personally, but there are girls that just don't give a fuck and just be wanting to get their nut off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. With guys
so.
too, like there's a lot of guys that.
Also, it goes both ways. Some people just be like, "Yup, I met this person this day. I'm about to go home with them, and that's it." So I don't think they think about looks.
Yeah, it just depends on the person. It depends on you. It's whatever floats your boat at the end of the day. Like yeah, definitely it's both for me. It's personality and looks too. Because
it's funny how we agree on a lot of these things. Like
shit, it's just what it's saying, you know. Birth control. We're gonna talk about birth control.
I think. Listen, if you don't want to get pregnant, and you don't, if you want to be a responsible adult or a teenager, whatever it is, you should get on birth control.
Definitely. Me as a young mother, I had my daughter at 16 years old, guys, and if I was on birth control, I wouldn't be a mother at 16. So yes, I definitely I don't want to be a hypocrite about it, but please wait to have a child. Please enjoy your teenage lives. Go to school, have prom. If you want to go to college, go to college. Me personally, I had my daughter, and I'm not with her father and everything. And one, it was not easy. Two, you're trying to balance your teenage life and balance a whole human. So it's I definitely recommend getting a birth control. There's a lot of different birth control. There's the pill, there's a patch, there's condoms as protection, I guess you can say, even though it's not but use a condom at least. There's
though birth control isn't always accurate, you can still get pregnant.
No, yeah, you can.
You're at least being safe by
you're trying,
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of forms of birth control. There's the shots, what is that? What is this one?
Implant, the Nexplanon.
Nexplanon.
There's also the
you get an IUD, but
there's different ones.
That's not really recommended unless you give birth and then get the IUD.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't recommend that. One of my friends got that back in high school, and she had to take it out a week later because it goes inside of your, what is it, cervix?
Uterus. Yeah. Yes. It's so it's your uterus, so it's a T shape, so it's right there where your uterus is. So
they have to open that up, and if you didn't just have a baby, they literally have to open it up for you.
It hurts.
I wouldn't recommend that.
I never had that.
I had the arm one, and you did too, right?
Yes, I had the arm and the Depo shot, which the only thing is with that, it really depends on the person too, because of the hormones and stuff. I gained a lot of weight with both. Yeah. And then I ended up on the pill, but it just literally depends on what you feel is the next one on was I think it's for 3 to 5 years, and then the Depo shot was every 3 months, and the pills is every day.
Yeah,
there's one that's every week. I think that one's the patch, right? Is that one the patch?
I think so. Yeah, the patches are every week. I take the mini pills. Mm-hmm. They're different than the regular ones, because usually you get 3 weeks of regular pills, and then the last week is the sugar pills. Mm-hmm. No, I think mine's are sugar pills always. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it, and I ain't no doctor. All I know is I had to take that specific kind of birth control because I have high risk of blood clots in my family. So with that, there's a higher risk of me getting blood clots, and blood clots leads to a bunch of
other stuff.
Yeah. So I'm on that, and I just take it every day at 1 p.m.
Okay.
And baby, let me tell you, I've been good. So
yeah,
it's obviously fucking working for me.
For example, with the pill and everything, it can fail, but if you take it at the right time every single
every day, and you don't miss it.
Yeah, it should work. It should, it should
be 99.99%
right. There's always that chance, but just get on birth control. If you don't want to have kids young, and things like that. Just get on birth control if y'all want to have unprotected sex. And like, speaking of that, please protect yourself if you're having sex with someone who isn't your partner, who is with you every day, who is actually in a committed relationship with you. Which unfortunately some guys or females, they cheat and they do the wrong thing and stuff, so it'd be hard. But try to protect yourself, because STDs and everything out here, like, it's serious. Like, it's not something that you should take lightly. You can affect yourself having kids by getting an STD. That you can literally
it's crazy, and people think about it as you should always have
it's not
protective sex. And you sometimes even have to be careful, even if you are in a relationship, sadly. But like, shit comes around, like he or her, whoever the fuck, could do something and then comes back to you and literally could give you an infection. Like, that's no joke. Like, seriously, like, that's something you shouldn't take like lightly at the end of the day, because it is serious.
It really is. It definitely is. Like, you just don't want to go through that. If you're having sex, try to every year or every once in a while just get checked, just in case, because you never know. If you and your partner are like rocky and everything, definitely get yourself checked, because it's better to find out sooner than later about something.
What I was gonna say is that when you start having sex, you're supposed to get a pap smear every year, no matter how old you are. Like, as soon as you pass that stage of you losing your virginity, you're supposed to get a pap smear every single year. It does not matter. If you have sex, you have to get a pap smear, and that's for your health, for your safety, to make sure you're good down there. You know what I'm saying? That's very important. I feel like I failed to even understand that in my brain. I didn't get a pap smear until like I was 21. And so, like, and then they was telling me, I'm like, oh, I never knew that. I wish I had someone to tell me, oh yeah, like, not even 18. Like, I thought at least at 18 they'll call you and tell you, oh, you should get this, but no, not me.
They don't. The only reason why I started doing it too, because I wasn't educated like that. Like, when I was younger, I wasn't educated, none of that stuff. The only reason why I started getting checked was because I got pregnant.
Oh yeah.
I got pregnant. I literally got pregnant a year after I started having sex, which is crazy. Like, that's what I'm saying. Only a year or a couple months after I started having sex, I got pregnant.
But you got it done, girl. That's what really matters. But you're supposed to get a pap smear every year.
Yeah.
And then, if you're sexually active, even if it could be the same partner, or maybe 2 or 3, that depends on how active and whoever you got. But you're supposed to get checked every 6 months. And always, there's Planned Parenthood. Also, on birth control, if you're under the age, I think it's still like that. You could still go to Planned Parenthood and get on some type of birth control.
Right. There's different ways. Like, people be saying, oh, I don't have insurance or anything.
No,
like that,
there's ways around it.
There's a lot of help out here for stuff like that. Because trust me, the government don't want to be taking care of nobody's kids.
They actually want to eliminate, like, if they could put females on birth control for free, trust me, they will do it.
Yeah, they will do it. They'd rather that than unfortunately have to take care of another human being.
But for real,
deal with any of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, God forbid, say if the father isn't around, then, and like, if your friend, like me, the government had to help me when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? And you think the government wanted to help me? No.
No, but that's good that they have the help and the resources, because there's a lot of young, young mothers who, wouldn't know what to do. There's always help for you, which is the good thing.
Yeah,
but
but not everyone's lucky either, too, which is sad. There's a lot of people, for example, that don't have health insurance and everything. But no, when you get pregnant, they make sure you have health insurance, because it's expensive.
Just the ultrasound, girl. I can only imagine just how much the ultrasound is. It's expensive machinery.
It is.
Oh,
and
Lord.
Having a kid is expensive. It's not cheap at all. A box of diapers is almost $40 just for a box of Pampers. Or it is $40. It's almost $50 for a box of Pampers.
How much does that box bring?
I don't remember. It's like, cause I went to Target not that long ago for
for the
baby
baby shower.
And I was looking at the Pampers and I was like, damn, bro, $40 for some Pampers.
How much was it when you had Janessa?
So when I had Janessa, I went the cheaper route. I went through there's this brand called Parents' Choice.
Mm-hmm.
So for a box, it was like $20 or something like that.
That's not bad, but
no, yeah, for a box, it's not bad. You know,
Shit,
but that's $20 every who knows how many weeks or whatever. Or when I had to buy Janessa's formula, the can is literally like this big, or like this big of Similac, $20, and it's this big, literally the can.
I know, yeah.
So it's like, if you don't have the money for it, or just the resources or the help, don't do it. The last thing is the right one. So the last topic we got here for today is the right one. How do you know they are the right one to
have sex with,
and give your virginity to?
I feel like there's a fine line between you liking somebody and then someone forcing you to try to do it, because there's a lot of people that be like, no, because if you love me, you would let me take your virginity. That's not true, sis. Don't ever. Just because you love him, you could love him, but you don't have to have sex with him ever. Don't ever feel like you need to.
Right.
Don't ever be forced to do something like that, because guys and even girls will manipulate you. Talk about oh no, because if you loved me, you would do this, and that. That's not true.
Right.
That's not true.
No, yeah, your body is your sacred area. Your coochie, your vagina is your sacred. It's yours. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you can't just let just anyone in your castle. You have to actually be like, if they're, like Rachel said, if they're manipulating you and everything, there you go. That's a red flag right there. Like, you should just know, like, all right, I need some time, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like, I need to think about what you said, actually analyze it, and then really be like, damn, do I really like this person? Like, is it worth it? Or is it because I just feel bad and I feel guilty that this person thinks this way? And don't be feeling guilty about nobody, because at the end of the day, that's your stuff. You gotta protect your castle. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you don't, then from there, how do you know it's more of like a respect thing, kind of. Like, you're setting boundaries down to that person. And then if they can't respect you on that, then they really don't love you. They really don't care about your feelings and your emotions,
Yeah.
That's a big thing. Losing your virginity and having sex with someone isn't just...
No, like, maybe guys would think of it as, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
they don't really
nothing.
think about it. But for girls, I feel like you said, it's very private. And just let anybody in. You get what I'm saying? That's also something that you really have to consider and be like, okay, yes, I want to lose my virginity to this person, or I want to have sex with this person because X, Y, and Z. Because you actually feel for the person and think that that's the right person. And how do you know that? How you feel about them.
Right.
Like, you should know. Like, if that person makes you feel good, if that man treats you right, and actually takes you into consideration, and don't let this man pillow talk you, because a lot of these guys just be talking and talking and talking, and once it comes down to doing certain stuff, they just like care more so about themselves than how you feel, and you making sure they're pleasuring you and making sure you're good and comfortable.
Right. And there's a lot of guys out here that will literally give you a whole dream story. They're gonna marry you. They want to do this. Oh, I want to have kids with you. I want to do this. And the second they have sex with you, literally they vanish and be out and just bounce. So it's like, you can't always take everything a guy tells you serious and believe them. You gotta actually see the actions first before even giving in, because then after you're just like, damn, I just give this man myself and he just let it be like nothing,
Also, another thing is, you could test this man, like, say certain stuff, like, how would I explain it? Like, certain stuff like, oh, how would you feel if this and that? Or even stop talking to him, see how he really feels about it. If he won't care, or will he literally sit there, yo, babe, like, what's going on? Why are you not talking? Like, stuff like that. Like, test them, because that's how you really know if that man is really for you or not.
Facts.
Simple as that. That's how you know he's the one, if you really down for whatever it is, and you're not just doing it because you feel bad or because you feel like you need to do it because he's saying, oh, if you love me, you let us do this and that, because that's not true. If he loved you, he will respect your decisions and be like, okay, baby, whenever you're ready, then we will take that step.
Right. All right. Well, guys, that's it. That's the end of our episode
Girl
2.
Talk.
Yes. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys comment what topic you guys want us to talk about next. Any advice, hit us up with any more questions. If you guys want advice on anything else, if you guys want us to get more in detailed with things, if you guys want to hear story times of things, of just us, want to hear more of us, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And also don't forget to hit that notification bell so every time I post, we post, y'all get notified. I'm also going to put our Instagrams down here, so if you guys ever want to hit us up with any other questions and reach out, want someone to talk to and need advice, yes, don't forget to hit us up. Yes. I love you guys so much. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Oh, we gon' learn how to love. We gon' learn how to love. Thinking of the time I had you.